Okay, so this is the just recording now. This is the LinkedIn Leadeth version 3 setup. So we're actually running through the setup of Leadeth version 3, all the capabilities and how it can save you a ton of time through automating some of your manual tasks. I'm going to share my screen. I've got the tool open, so I'm just going to do that. And Victor's on the call with us as well, so hopefully we can get him set up with the tool as well as we go along. So this is the dashboard of V3. It looks a little bit different to V2. The dashboard tells us what engagements have been completed automatically. So these are like profile views, liking of posts on LinkedIn, how many invitations have been sent. So I've not actually sent any campaign invitations yet. Follow-up messages, so like your DMs via LinkedIn. If you've got Sales Navigator, you can send emails through the tool as well. So you can send all those emails on autopilot. And then the tool is actually quite good at pushing out emails as well. So I've actually had this running for about a couple of weeks now, and I've pushed out 132 emails, hooked this up to a couple of email accounts and starting to get responses back on those. And if you're doing as well profile follows, so you're following other people's LinkedIn profiles, you can also see the stats here. So yeah, this is kind of the key stats that we're monitoring, and you can drill down by each specific campaign. So when you come to start with the V2 of the software, you'll probably come to this screen here, which is accounts, and this is where you can add your LinkedIn account to the software. So the first thing we do is we go to add account, and we've got a choice here. We can add a LinkedIn account. You might also see different email accounts here, like Google Mail inboxes or Outlook inboxes. Those will be available too to you. So when you're ready to collect your LinkedIn account, it's just a matter of hooking up your LinkedIn credentials. So your LinkedIn email address, so that's the primary email address you have with LinkedIn, and also you'll need your LinkedIn password. And then if you just leave the default settings, we'll allocate what's called a proxy, or like a IP address to your connection to LinkedIn. So this is connecting to LinkedIn through the software, which means you haven't got to log into the LinkedIn platform yourself. We have a secure, safe connection, which yeah. So once you click connect to LinkedIn, it will send you a verification PIN, and that's normally a 6-digit PIN number, which comes via email. And then you can come back to the software here, and it will ask you for the PIN number, pop in the 6-digit PIN number, and then you're good to go. If you haven't got the 6-digit PIN number, it might be pushing it to your mobile phone if you've got the LinkedIn app. So just be mindful of that. And so if I was asking a client to connect, I would push this button here, and I can put in the client's name and email address, and that'll send me an invitation to get my client to get connected. So a few of these features are kind of just my side. Once we're connected, we can actually start to build out some fantastic campaigns. So one of the easiest campaign that we create for people is what we call a first-degree reconnection campaign. And the way we kind of find our prospects is through the LinkedIn URL, but we have a few other features as well. So we could actually pull in our leads from a CRM tool such as Go High Level. We could have a CSV file, spreadsheet of uploaded data, which we can bring in. If you're using something like Apollo for third-party data, you can bring that data in here, which is quite cool. And then you've also got Google Sheets. So if you use Google Sheets, you can import those leads straight from that Google Sheet into the tool. This is really cool if you're manually updating a Google Sheet and you want to fetch the new prospects on that Google Sheet automatically. So lots of options in terms of where we're getting started. So I'm going to just do a simple campaign, reconnecting to my first degree audience. So you can call it first degree reconnection, and then I'm going to put sales focus. So I want to connect with maybe sales directors who are already in my network. That's going to be the aim of this campaign. So we head over to LinkedIn. linkedin.com. We go to our search and we can just type in there sales director or maybe head of sales, or I'm trying to think anyone else that might be pretty senior in the organization. So Chief Sales Officer, CSO. I don't know if that is a made up thing there, CSO. This looks good, head of sales. So we want people. And first degree. So if you've got a small network, you might have to go and create a connection campaign to build up your network. So I've actually got 1,000 results. So that's a huge opportunity. All these people, heads of sales. And I'd love to go to maybe just a UK focus initially. And then once I've kind of completed my UK campaign, I might want to look at maybe doing a bit of a US campaign as well. So I've got 992 heads of sales in my network, European sales directors, all kind of top level salespeople who I really want to get a message out to. And we can come here, we can go to LinkedIn URL. What I've done is copy that big long URL at the top. It's a big long ugly URL, and then we can paste that URL in here. We can submit. That goes and fetches all those 990 odd people. Okay, so what do we want to do with these people? So we're already connected to them because they're a first degree network. So we haven't got access to InMail because we're not using Sales Navigator. So the only option realistically to us is a message followed by an email maybe. We could start from scratch, but if we just click message, you'll see the template. So the template is 3 messages, message 1, message 2, message 3. So we could try that sequence. So message 1, I always like to put in a bit of engagement in first. So if you go to engagement, that's what we want first, a bit of engagement. What do we want to do? Let's visit their profile, yeah. Let's like some of their content. So this randomly will like 1 to 3 posts that they've already written. We could also endorse for skills. So we don't want to endorse for skills. And we can also comment on LinkedIn. So this will randomly add comments for us between 1 to 3 posts, maybe the same random post that it likes. But yeah, so it'd be good to randomly add those comments. To use these features, you will need to hook up AI. AI is very easy to hook up, and I'll show you how to do that shortly. So the sequence starts here, 900 people. We're going to do a bit of engagement with those people first, and then we're going to send them a message. And what message do we want to send them? So this is where we can use a powerful tool like Perplexity, perplexity.ai. Again, it's like ChatGPT, but better. And I could say, research the common pain points of sales directors and heads of sales, head of sales in UK companies with maybe 10 to 50 employees. That's my target. So what are their pain points? What are the problems that these guys are having? Because that's what I want to communicate. I want to go in with a pain point. So they have a problem with visibility and forecasting. Okay, just to make this a little bit cleverer, we can actually go out and do a new thread, and we can give it a focus of social. So what this is doing is going to scrape Reddit and things like that. Reddit is a platform where people can write discussions, and they can also, talk about things relevant to them. So this will then go out to Reddit, as you can see, and it finds, what are people talking about around these common pain points. So it will make the output really relevant from, up-to-date real life people. So here we go, resource constraints, limited budget. So obviously people in sales, tight budgets is the thing. Obviously, we're in a pandemic. Well, we're not in a pandemic now, but post-pandemic. But cost of living crisis, all sorts of stuff going on. I can imagine people are struggling. Sales process challenges. So lead generation, consistently acquiring high quality lead generations is a significant challenge. Woohoo! This could be my way into these sales people because I've got a solution here which can get them consistent leads, high quality leads. They're struggling to implement effective lead gen strategies within their budget constraints. So that for me is a great way in. Other issues that they're facing is long sales cycles, team management. So yeah, this is all about recruitment and stuff like that. Technology and data seem to be some of the key things. So with we can go back to this and say with the key challenge. With the key challenge, CHA, challenge of how could I send a 3-message sequence via LinkedIn to my network to build up trust and get them infused by my Leadeth.io lead generation software. So I've basically asked Perplexity to, I'm just going to carry on with Google, sign into Perplexity, go. As I say, it's a free tool, but you can sign up to the paid options. Based on the pain point of oops, got someone coming into the room. So based on the pain point, so the one pain point that I think is really good is this one. So I'll copy that based on the pain point of whatever it is. How can I, or write a 3-stage LinkedIn message sequence to sales directors in my first degree connections on LinkedIn. Don't exceed 50 words per message. So yeah, so we're getting Perplexity to now create the entire campaign. So here we go. Hi name, as a fellow sales leader, I'm curious what's your biggest challenge in generating high quality leads consistently? I'm researching common pain points and would love to hear your perspective. So that's a great insight that we could use there. Message 2, which would be maybe 2 or 3 days later. Thanks for your thoughts on lead gen challenges. Many sales directors I've spoken with charged with influence. Does this resonate with your experience? I'd be interested to hear how you're tackling this issue. Message 3, appreciate your insights on lead gen challenges. I've been working on a solution that helps automate, personalize outreach, and qualify more leads effectively. So you're basically selling directly into the pain point that they've got. So we can copy that out, go to our LinkedIn automation software here, start to paste in some of these campaigns. So this is the first one, which we would say, hi first name. So to use those variables, you can just type first name here and it will populate it with first name. As a fellow sales leader, I'm curious, what's your biggest challenge in generating high quality leads consistently? I'm researching common pain points and would love to hear your perspective. Thanks for your insights. You can also attach a file. So if we want to attach a file, we can upload a file with our message. We can upload an image as well there as well. So that's our first campaign message going out on that one. Then we go to message 2. Message 2 again would be the second one down here. So again, we just put in the right syntax for the first name. So we do bracket, bracket, first name. Thanks for your thoughts and on challenges. So they haven't actually shared any thoughts. So we're going to skip that line and just go straight into the many sales directors I've spoken with struggle with effective strategies within budget constraints. Does this resonate with your experience at, you might want to put the company name just to make it look a bit more personalized. So we can put company name. Interested to hear how you're tackling this issue. Again, another question. Questions are great. Just build up conversations in LinkedIn. We can go down, delete the third message, save this one. And then our third message, which will be here, get rid of this name. So we just go in with first name, like so. And we can go in with, I appreciate your insights on LinkedIn Challenge. So they might have not actually shared any insights so far. So I just put, I've been working on a solution that helps us with personalized to get the UK spelling right, outreach, and qualify leads more effectively. Would you be interested in a brief demo to see if we could streamline your sales operations? No pressure either way. Let me know your thoughts. And this ideally would drive them to a place where they would love a demo call with us. We've just got to change the time delay on these messages. So this one's set to send immediately. So to change that time delay, we can go to edit here. Where's the time delay? So that one can be instantly. Maybe the second one, we just set that to 1 day later. And then the next message we can push out probably another day later, or maybe even 3 days. A bit of a delay is always quite good. So that's it. We've created an engagement campaign and a direct messaging campaign consisting of 3 DMs that are going to really go out and tackle this sales director campaign. And we give it a title in the top, so we can call it Sales Director UK campaign. And I would test the messaging. So I would create split test this. So with the 3 dots, you can do A/B split testing once you've saved it. So you can actually do 2 variants of this campaign, and one might work way better than the other one. So it's pointless in burning through your 900 contacts if one campaign is yielding a double the effective rate just on that messaging. So tweak your messaging, duplicate your campaigns. With here, we've got a schedule button, so we can choose the time zone that we're in. It defaults to New York, annoyingly. So I can put London in. What time do you want to send your messages? Between 8 and 10. 10's a bit late for me, so I might just go to maybe 6 p.m. And we'll do Thursday till 6. Or 7's fine. 5. And we do just, I think, 10 o'clock at night. People are going to bed. They probably don't want to be messaged. So just tweak your time zone so it looks quite natural there. So all different random times. Okay, update schedule. And then within the settings, there's a few options here. So choose the LinkedIn account you want to use. So this is only applicable if you've got multiple accounts. So I've got my main LinkedIn account. If we're sending emails, we need to allocate an email account that we're going to use to push emails on. Because I'm not using any emails in this campaign, I could leave this blank, so I don't need it. And we can also assign this campaign to a sub account. So once the leads have actually come in, we can actually move this to another sub account if we've got a sub account. So I haven't actually set up any sub accounts at the moment, so it's just me. Within Sales Navigator, we've got this disabled because we're not using Sales Navigator. Auto reload prospect count when it goes below 100. So if the number of prospects is below 100, if you're bringing in a bigger list, this will then grab you more prospects. We can check for any duplicates across campaigns. So just to make sure we're not duplicating the same campaign to other people. So that's really important as well to have that turned on. Pause campaign after filtration. So once the prospects have come in and been filtered, we can then choose this to automatically pause if we want to. Allow premium profiles. So this would only send to people with premium LinkedIn profiles. So just those people on LinkedIn who may be paying for Sales Navigator or LinkedIn Premium. Existing connection outreach. So this is quite important. So I've probably previously had conversations with other people, and by turning this on, that would include those people into the campaign sequence. If this was disabled, it would just go to new people who I've not yet engaged with. So have a play with that, and that might be used in your campaigns. And we can stop activity on reply. So this is really helpful. So if somebody replies, we don't want to persist with another 2 messages because they could say, hey, stop sending me messages, or, it's not relevant for me. But it's all about the way you word those messages in terms of their response. I probably won't get any responses on this campaign for people saying, stop harassing me with LinkedIn messages. It's a polite message and it's just asking them a question, and you can't go wrong with a sort of campaign like that. Prioritize new leads, so contact new leads first and then follow-ups after. So that's always good to enable that. We've not included any web links, so we're not actually tracking any clickbacks. But if we were sending them to a calendar, we could actually see if people have clicked on that calendar. Because we're not doing emails, tracking opens is not relevant for us. And we can also deliver optimization for emails that's not relevant to us in this thing. We can also tag people, and we can also, this helps for webhooks and things. So if when data is pushed to integrations via a webhook, we can then apply a tag to say they've been added to the CRM. So this is really useful if you've got a CRM system as well. So huge amounts of settings within the campaign level, not the software level. This is, each campaign can be adjusted. So we save and we launch, and then that's it. That campaign is now launched. It's in the filtering stage. So that's where it's doing the LinkedIn search, bringing the prospects into the campaign. And then within our global settings, so within our account settings, this is where we can change how often it's sending messages. We've also got options here to handle the AI messaging. So if somebody automatically replies, then we've got this tag where they get tagged as replied. And anyone that comes back with spam or unsubscribe, it'll automatically add them to the blacklist so we don't target them again. We can also fine-tune the AI robot in the Unibox, and this fine-tuning piece is really powerful. It allows us to write a big long bit about our business and what the goal is of the AI bot. So for me, it's to qualify and schedule a discovery appointment on the calendar, and we give it the calendar. That's the calendar which it's going to use. We're using the GPT model 4.0. If you're worried about costs rising, you could use the mini model. The mini model is a little bit cheaper to use, but I've topped up ChatGPT with about $10, and that was about a year ago, maybe more than a year ago. And I've done a lot of AI messaging and stuff through APIs, so I don't ever see AI as clocking up lots and lots of costs. So it is very affordable. You can also feed it a bit of knowledge, so FAQs, also pre-qualified questions that you might have asked, or people ask you a question all the time. You can give it a tailored response. And then within the settings, we can tell it how many conversations the AI bot is going to initiate each day. So I've currently set mine at 15 with a maximum of 2 follow-ups, and delay it by a day. So if somebody doesn't reply, how long to wait until you get a reply from them. You might want to put maybe 3 days in there, not to be too persistent. So yeah, that's the Unibox setting. And the Unibox is basically an inbox which brings in all the replies into one place. You can then go out here and you can see all these replies coming into your inbox. You can also see any AI generated conversations, so they'll come up here with this AI feature, and you can filter by any specific conversation. So it could be just want to see the people that have replied. That would come up with a list of those who have replied, or you can go in by a campaign level. So you want to see all the people on your new outreach campaign who have maybe said they are interested, or you've tagged that they've booked a meeting. So you can really use the filters here to kind of bring up a refined list. That's how simple it is. Obviously in the background here, we've got a lot of automations that we can turn on. So I have this great one here. So as soon as a lead replies to my campaign, I push that lead straight into my CRM, which is Go High Level. So you can actually build out as many of these different automations as you want and tell them to do whatever you want based on these different triggers. So it could be you've got a campaign and they click on a link within the campaign. So email click, something like that. That would be really powerful signal. So you know this person is keen. Let's then do an action on the back end of this. So what do we want to do? We can go out to OpenAI. We can write them an email. We can add our own integrations here. So powerful to have automations built into a LinkedIn software like this. That's pretty much everything in terms of the capabilities of this V3 platform. Really excited to see this AI taking off, and certainly seeing some more activity in here. We've also got working on a content scheduler. So this is the ability to help you build your personal brand on LinkedIn and also build your company page on LinkedIn. Because we've got a nice connection to LinkedIn, it's all about leveraging that. So the AI is going to generate a bit of a content strategy and also schedule posts for 30 days using AI. And that will help you to increase your reach, improve your SSI score on LinkedIn, increase the followers, So this is a really new feature that's coming soon. So this is where it's heading, having the outbound and then having this inbound with a content built into the tool. So we're really excited by this tool. You can get a free trial if you head over to leadeth.io no forward slash needed. Just click the big orange button at the top there, free trial, or pop your email address here, and that will take you through to the registration page for the tool. So yeah, any questions, Victor? Any questions from you?
Yeah, I think the process is more simplified. It's just a matter of being conversant with the process, and then how it work, from my end. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's the appeal of the V3 software here. It's designed for simplicity in mind. But it's super powerful. If you want to be technically minded, you can go into your account settings, you can go to integrations, you can hook
Yeah.
up OpenAI if you need to. If you're cleaning up data, there's an integration here with Snov. Snov is a data cleansing source where you can access email addresses. So a lot of people use this process to grab LinkedIn information, and often LinkedIn doesn't have availability of emails or phone numbers. So if you connect with these third-party tools like Drop Contact and Snov, you're actually collecting the data. So yeah, it's fun. I think this is a very promising tool, certainly to be to be getting started with. I mean, I've pushed out quite a few emails on these different accounts. These are the email accounts. So I've got hundreds of different email accounts that I use for cold email outreach. Within each one, you've got lots of settings, how many each account can send per day. You can also set up a tracking URL. So this is where you add your subdomain. And once you've got a tracking domain, you can then track any opened links. You've also got built-in warm-up, so you can warm up those inboxes, which is really nice. There's a lot of software tools out there that you have to pay extra to do all the warming up, and you can add a signature on each account as well. So yeah, it's feature rich. There's a lot going on with it. Yeah, so I'm quite excited to see how we're going to progress with this, and yeah, hopefully it gives people a really good flavor of what they can do. Certainly with a 10-day trial, there's no
Yeah.
reason why
Yeah.
they shouldn't be able to reach out to 300 people in their network and get some really good results. But yeah, so everything gets queued up from the campaigns onto a queue in the server, and then once this filtering process completes, you'll start to see all the prospects coming in here. This is the campaign analytics. This leads will populate, and we'll start to see some lead data here as they come into the system. And we can export this out really, really quickly to any other software if we want to, which is really powerful. Yeah.